just like looking at myself. Okay, so it's Tuesday, February 10th, 2009. Thank you.
Welcome.
This is the Rod and the Coup, making the courod. Yeah, whatever. Woo! Anyway, one of the topics of tonight's video is the recession and how it's affecting everybody. I just found out today that my hours are being cut back by 8 hours a week, which, hey, it's only 8 hours in a 40-hour work week, but you times that by 2 for every time I get paid, and that's 16 hours, and then that becomes 32 hours a month, and then all of a sudden I can't pay bills. So, I'm talking about getting a second job and stuff like that to compensate. So, yay, recession! And we're in Canada. If those of you who know us, those of you who don't, hey, we're in Canada, Nova Scotia to be exact. And in Canada, you know, our recession was pretty much brought on by the states and President Bush, you know,
initiating the war in Iraq.
Butt fucking away 565 and increasing billion dollars on the Iraqi war.
It's increasing by $3,000 a second.
$3,000 a second.
We will have a link in the sidebar.
Link in the sidebar.
Yeah, that way.
You can watch. You can actually watch this clock, as they call it, keep rolling, and we're like, one Mississippi. Oh, it went up $3,000. Wow. So in this video so far of like 2 minutes, it's gone up, I don't know,
a lot. I'm not that quick on my toes.
12 times 3, $36,000. But now it's like 2 minutes and 15 seconds. That's not the point. It's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
What they're saying is it would have equivalated? Is that the right word? No.
Been the equivalent of.
Thank you. $121,000 per American citizen by the time, well, at this point. And they're anticipating $2 trillion being spent on the Iraq war.
So that's at $3 trillion.
$2 trillion.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking money.
That means, though, that, well, how long has the war lasted now? The war has been for 7 years, and we've accumulated a quarter of what they're anticipating it to cost. So we're looking at another 21 years of this war, apparently.
Apparently.
Ridiculous.
For reasons that we don't know.
Ridiculous.
Considering we went to Afghanistan to find some fucking towelhead that... No. I'm sorry, that's racist. I apologize. He does wear a towel on his head.
Yeah, still not cool.
Still not cool. I'm not racist.
That's not the initial reason we invaded, was it?
Yeah, it was. It was because 9/11. We visually invaded.
But we had men over there already searching for oil.
But it's funny. It's funny. Okay, 9/11 happens. Terrible tragedy.
But America had trained them how to fight in war.
And then we go over there looking for Osama bin Buttfuck, and then we don't find him, so hey, let's invade Iraq instead, because Saddam Hussein, he's a bad mamma jamma, so
but
let's
go. But they caught him in 2005.
They caught him, yeah, they caught him like almost 4 years ago now. They caught him and then fucking hung him or something. And we're still over there, just spending money. But in the grand scope of things, what happens is a snowball effect with, like my hand gestures, a snowball effect of all these things, just, you know, and then at the end of all this, I lost 8 hours a week.
That's basically what it comes down to.
But that's not, it sounds so trivial in the grand scheme of war and stuff, but the great thing is it caused the United States to go to recession, possibly depression. Canada go to recession, possibly depression, and the UK is already saying, hey, we're almost to the depression point, because
as of January
23rd, we're all involved in this big war that nobody really knows what it's for. Why? What are we still doing? We're helping them.
We're supposed to be like saving their country, but that's a crock of bullshit.
They don't want our help anyway. I mean, why else would they be still planting roadside bombs and shit? I mean, they don't want our help. So let's pull out of there somehow. I know it's not that easy. Don't be like, hey, it's not that easy. I realize it's not that easy, but let's try and get the feck out of there and start concentrating on our own countries for a change. Plus that, and if you think about it, at this point, if China or something were to invade us, who the fuck's here to defend us? We're all over there digging up oil and shit. And go. And go.
Please.
And go. And so, what I was pissed off about, yeah, I only lost 8 hours a week, 16 hours every 2 weeks, 32 hours a month. Dollars every month. I'm not gonna
You're
say.
a robber. Sorry, sexy Phil.
Is that what he did?
Yes. He went num 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 num.
Num 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 num.
He doesn't even know he steals it.
He said $1,000.
That's income tax he was talking about, though.
Yeah, he makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, the grand scheme of things is I'm losing money off of every paycheck. Plus, gas is going up every week.
Groceries
cost a fortune now. We get like 3 little bags of groceries for like $35 now. Whereas $35 used to buy us like 6 big I can barely carry them bags. And that was just like 3 years ago. Wow, that
we spend
sucks.
like $150 at least a week on groceries.
And it's just the 2 of us full-time and my son part-time. That's a lot of...
And we're not pigs. We eat healthy. But
yeah,
that's why it costs so much more. But
lettuce costs like
how can you not be
$2
obese?
a pound now.
But there's just no way to not eat terribly and eat affordably. You have to spend that amount of money if you want to eat with any amount of structure.
I'm willing to sacrifice toilet paper to save money.
Yeah, you can do that by yourself. I'll leave. If you're not, you'll leave.
Why do we make these stupid fucking videos?
Stank ass. But really, toilet paper is a necessity.
It is.
He's buzzing. You're freaking out.
So how has this affected you?
Here.
Let us know so we can talk about it. Write us. Talk to me. Tyler.broom@hotmail.com. Write me. Talk about it.
What do you consider everyday amenities that aren't necessities? What would you give up if you had to give up something? Like, let's say obviously cell phones are ridiculous. You don't absolutely need those. Yeah, you don't. But, like, what would you give up? Please. What would you give up?
What would be the first thing to go?
You know, like, would you sacrifice food? Would you sacrifice television? Thanks.
I'm just joking. Seriously. You make money, so I like you.
Oh, that's how it is.